Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, let me begin with congratulating you both for your decision to attend the CSDP orientation course and for your admission to it. In the following days, you will get acquainted with the most complete player in the global politics, the European Union. This completeness derives from its multidimensional character. The same stands for the wide-range set of instruments available to the EU, which empowers it to effectively protect the shared interest of its member states. The coordinated and well-orchestrated appliance of these complementary and diverse instruments is achieved through a whole-of-government approach known as integrated approach. The European Union is a global player, and common security and defense policy is the way it interacts with the rest of the world. In the chaotic politics of the contemporary world affairs, this interaction is delicate, complex and ambiguous when it comes down to relaying messages. The European Union is the first economic and trade power in the world, the largest investor in development cooperation and humanitarian aid. Its soft power, diplomatic, economic and cultural, is immense. In an ideal world, that would be enough. Unfortunately, we do not live in an ideal world. The last decade, the world has become more contested and more complex as we witness a power shift, both economic and militarily. We live in a transition period, and until a new point of balance is achieved, frictions and tensions will continue to rise. In periods as the one the world goes through now, it is more important than ever to see credible and predictable security providers actively engage with the world. In this period, the value of hard power that would supplement the EU's soft power and lead to a balanced smart power, the combination of both, has become obvious. The need for a strong European Union has never been perceived as acutely as it is today. None of the member states alone has the resources to tackle contemporary security and defense challenges. At the same time, more and more, our partners around the world see us as an indispensable power to build a more cooperative world order. The citizens and the governments of Europe increasingly realize that European security can only be guaranteed through a collective effort, and so they demand. Discussing about hard power, whose core element is the military, we should be careful not to confuse it with the alleged militarization of the European Union, nor to arrive to the false conclusion that NATO's role regarding the collective defense of Europe is about to end. Neither of these conclusions is founded nor valid. The relevant strategic priority, as derived from the EU global strategy, is the protection of Europe and its citizens. This is what we in the military have been doing since the first EU CSDP mission in 2003, the Operation Artemis. We have to do this better, more effectively, more efficiently, more integrated. Today, 6 EU CSDP military missions and operations are active. They are deployed in Bosnia and Herzegovina, in the Central African Republic, in Mali, in Somalia, in the Mediterranean Sea and the Indian Ocean. Through them, we provide capacity building, keep sea lines of communication open, secure the delivery of humanitarian assistance to Somalia through the World Food Programme, combat piracy and human smuggling. We provide a safe, secure environment in the countries where we are deployed in order to create the necessary security environment that will allow investments and development to come. At the same time, we train the local law enforcement and military forces so that they become capable of taking over these responsibilities for their people. In a nutshell, we strengthen European external security by extending our safe and secure environment and by creating a security zone some 1,000 kilometers away from our physical external borders, southbound, acting as the first line of engagement with the challenges EU faces. It would be a mistake to set these military missions and operations apart from the overall context of European Union engagement with the region. They are a small but important integral part of the Union's integrated approach. By themselves, the military-related actions accomplish nothing. In their absence, any other effort is doomed to fail. As the challenges our nations face evolve, so must we. There is no room for complacency. Initiatives such as the Permanent Structural Cooperation, the Coordinated Annual Review on Defence, the European Defence Fund, the European Defence Industrial Development Programme and others, all deliverables of the Implementation Plan on Security and Defence, shape a future where all willing Member States will coordinate their national efforts and they will cooperate without the hurdles they encounter today, multiplying the output of their defence investments and making Europe stronger. And so will NATO be, considering that every nation has a single set of forces which it allocates accordingly to national, EU and NATO missions and operations as necessary. It is therefore understood that the strengthening of the European pillar of NATO is to the benefit of the alliance. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I hope you will find the coming lectures and presentations fruitful and that you will acquire a better understanding of the important role of the European Union as a credible and predictable global security provider. I would also encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity and enrich this training experience with a cultural and touristic one, exploring and enjoying the city of Thessaloniki, capital of Macedonia. Thank you very much.